All right, welcome back to Everyone Needs an Aquarius. We back in the building with another one. I mean, man, the last one, y'all was mad or happy with us. I don't know, trolling. It was a lot going on that last takeoff episode, Dom.
I, it was stuff that people were saying in the comments that that didn't even cross my mind. Like somehow the Illuminati is involved, and I'm
Oh
like, okay.
man, they
I
got
said,
a
I
whole
listen.
thread. They have a thread within our show that is his own mind of his own.
I was like, okay, well, anytime, anytime that title, that conversation comes up, I'm just like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a certain degree, but it's some shit I just don't even entertain because I don't have the capacity to entertain it. God bless the people that take the time to research, to do a deep dive, and this is happening, that is happening, blah 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 blah. Because I can't, just like we know Kyrie didn't watch that 3 hour documentary. We know that. You know why we know that? Because we are not watching that.
Right. And look, and Kyrie don't even have a degree, and we know he
We
ain't watched it.
we know he ain't
He went
watched
to
it.
school, and before, because people got mad, said I was trying to say that he's not smart just because he didn't go to college. I'm just saying that he just seems like the brother that just went to a couple classes at Forest Park and think he's smart.
I mean, okay. Well, we know he went, but did he really go to the classes?
No, because he got hurt the first semester and went to the and declared for the draft in like January.
Oh well, shit. I don't
That
remember
was my
that.
point. I was like, he didn't even go to school for real. He got hurt. He played 2 games for Duke. Got hurt. Declared for the draft.
Yo, when I tell you the odds have been in his favor,
Hey, God been in his quarter, ain't he?
ain't he? Like, listen, and I'm not mad. I'm not
No,
mad.
no, no. He's a talent. But the
Yeah,
idea that you only played 2 games.
like it's like, yeah, we seen the high school tapes, we saw the highlights. This is
I
it.
don't even know if he played a good team. I think all the teams let me see when Duke play. I'm just interested now.
Look, we we need to change the
Go ahead.
title.
We gonna change the subject, but I need to know this
We're
for
gonna we
myself.
gonna call this show Aquarius is the Trolls. We be trolling people. We really do, and we have a good time doing it. I had this long conversation yesterday.
Oh my bad. I
With,
take that back. He played 11 games,
okay,
started 8 of them. All
okay.
right.
I was talking to somebody about the Kyrie debacle and debauchery, and yesterday, and it's just, I mean, it's a key, it's a time, and we say this all the time. We are people, as a manager, I tell people all the time, there's certain signs that you pick up on as a manager when somebody is tired, they are over it, they want something new, they want something different, or they want to move on to something else. Like, we know it. They
Mm-hmm.
call it quiet quitting. It ain't quiet because it's very loud, because you're not even doing the minimum requirements that this job entails.
Exactly.
Nigga, you don't want to play. And I think what happens is that we're so used to athletes and celebrities, like, we box them into, like, this is the only thing that you can do, whereas the rest of us, we have the ability to pivot. I really think that he's on this journey of self-discovery, and as I said in that episode, all I want is for him to make sure he's also taking care of his first child. That's all that matters to me. Make sure the kids are good, because
Man, I
the
wasn't talking
children
about his
are our
education. You talking
future.
about his children.
The children are our future. They all got to be fed and good. All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know. But shout out to everybody that was listening to that episode. We appreciate it, man. People have been really fucking with us, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate the engagement. To the person that said, I don't know what Don be saying, she just looked.
Look, that one could be taken 15 different ways for the
So
record.
many different ways. And then I started to type it. I was like, nah.
Because you don't know what he means.
I don't and see. I don't want to have to hit the block button on somebody. I might
He could,
block this
or he could
person.
have been like, he's trying to listen to you, but you so fine, it takes you, your beauty takes him out of listening. And then you'd have been in the wrong. You'd be like, I was complimenting you, and then you jumped out the window.
I know. I was like blocked. The way I be hitting the block, but so quick. Oh, people, I'm a uh.
Well, man, we back with another investigative report.
Well, technically, it's the first one for everybody needs and
Oh
everybody.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. So
Also, I want to share this with the whiskey sour podcast as well because now two birds, one stone, and it's merging the audiences, and we love that.
yep, yep.
You
So we did an
know,
investigative report on Dom's show, Whiskey Sour on Drake. So
yes, it's called America Has a Problem, and his name is Drake. That's my name. I do the British accent when I become very serious, and I
yeah.
shout out to my sister-in-law. She was like, "Oh shit, you've been practicing." She's I've been practicing since the fourth grade, since I discovered the Spice Girls. Okay, I'm 35. Something got to hit. Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm a fool. I know. I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
Spoiler alert. I feel aliens could get us away from Drake. That's all. That's.
And I still, I'm gonna post a clip of that today, actually. And I just still, I'm like,
It's true. It's true. That's the only way we can get away from him.
all I have is a face for you. I don't. That's all I have, sir. So moving on.
Yeah. So no,
Our
we
first,
got another investigative report. This one's serious though.
yes.
So
I will do I am going to do my British accent because I feel like the news is better in a British voice.
okay. Well, hey,
I'm going to attempt.
Yes, you do you go ahead. You do your thing with it. I'm gonna step back on it.
Oh, I'm not doing the lead. I'm not doing the lead in. You're not gonna do it. I'm
No,
gonna do
you
it.
doing it with the British voice.
Shit, I'm a little nervous now. Okay.
I thought you was prepared and ready to rumble.
I'm not. I'm just going to. I would have wrote my lead into the story had I known. Okay, cool.
Because you can't. You have to read it because you only focus on the accent so much. You can't.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. I'm not gonna do it.
No. I could do this. I can do this. It's just been a long time. Okay, and people. It's so funny because now I'm using my curricula from journalism school. I said I didn't write my lead in.
I didn't write my lead.
Yes. Okay.
You don't understand that's when you're on TV. You write your lead like to help you out to get going.
Yeah. To the story. Okay. What's today? Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will start like this. Over the weekend, stop laughing. Over the weekend, it was brought to our attention that there was a young lady that went on a vacation with her friends to Cabo, and she never returned. And now it has taken the internet by storm, and we just want to uncover the answers and find the answers for her family. The young lady by the name of Shanquella. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to stop.
Shanquella, I believe.
Shanquella?
But the only problem is her sisters got the same name, but just an I instead of the E.
Shanquella and Shanquella.
Yes.
No. No, that be happening.
No, I'm saying their names are exactly the same, except the E is in the sister that passed was killed, and her sister in the article is Shanquella with the I. So I don't know which one is Shanquella.
No. And so then in that case, it's probably okay. So this is Shanquella
with the E.
I. No, Quella.
Right, that's the one that was murdered.
That was
her
murdered.
sister's got an I. The one that was interviewed in articles is got an I.
So that changes to Queen.
Okay.
No. I know a okay. It was Shakita, Bonquisha, and it was another one, but they had that Isha, so it changes. So that's what.
And they were all sisters.
They were all sisters. They lived down the street in this apartment building.
Okay.
Where I grew up.
West Side, but I'm not surprised.
No
I'm from the
West
north
Side
side.
slander will be tolerated on this platform.
No, but I'm from the north side, so I know. Look, I can't front.
Okay, so with that being said, unfortunately, this young lady went 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson went to Mexico with a group of friends. One of the girls on the trip, clearly beat her to death. Which, unfortunately, in this video, you and I talked about this. She was fighting her while she was naked.
That was the because remember we was me and you talked for about 30, 40 minutes about it yesterday.
Yeah,
And I didn't even trip off that. And I had to go. I mean, I didn't want to go back, but I needed to since we were going to do this. And I didn't even think about the fact that somebody would fight somebody naked. I didn't even, my mind didn't even flip to even trip off that part. I was like, there's no way that somebody would fight somebody while they're naked. So
yeah,
my mind just kind of cut it out and think she just had on like shorts and a t-shirt or something.
yeah, and we're so used to people wearing, like, women wearing flesh colored
Mm-hmm.
outfits. It didn't even like you said. I was like, hold on, is she naked? And then I was like, oh my gosh, she's naked. So two friends, and I just hate. Excuse me, I just said this on damn internet is scary. I am tired of people whipping out their phones and recording instead of intervening and breaking stuff up. Why are there two friends recording this footage? And unfortunately, this young woman passed away, and they called the mom, told the mom that she wasn't feeling well, and said they thought that she had alcohol poisoning, and then that they called a doctor to the villa that had not shown up yet. And by the time that this doctor did arrive, she was deceased. They performed CPR. They could not bring her back. And autopsy results showed that she did not have alcohol in her system. She did not have alcohol poisoning, and that she had a broken neck, a cracked spleen,
Crack
bruises.
spine. Crack spine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a knot on her forehead. The photos that her mom saw, like, she also had a split lip. So how were
Where do you
they?
want to start? Where do you want to start with this at? Where do you want to start at?
Yo, the whole thing is just a chain of events.
Mm-hmm.
And today I was reading something as I was, because I knew we were going to talk about this, and I wanted to gather, more information about this. And, if the FBI are now involved. So that's, to a certain extent, yes, that's great.
Yeah,
But
and when you mentioning that for people that out there may be listening, like how is the FBI is involved because it's technically a federal case now because people used to previously take their spouse overseas and kill them and then say, "Oh, we ain't done on U.S. soil. They got to come back and get me from Costa Rica. Got to come get me." And if the Costa Ricans don't prosecute you, you basically got away with a murder
yeah.
overseas. So if it's
So,
all U.S. residents involved, the federal authorities can get involved,
yes,
regardless of where
absolutely.
you're in the world.
And so, I also found out from my friend that is Mexican. She was like, absolutely, they can be prosecuted here and or there, because there were a few things that happened recently where they did prosecute.
Damn.
So yeah, so what I found out today, which wasn't clear, when they said, oh, they left her, her there, like, that sounds like, hey, we left this body, it's at the morgue. No, they left. They packed up a day earlier and left this girl's body
Oh, I
at the
thought it was like,
villa.
"What's nothing we can do? We ain't got no 6 grand to bring her back. We got to just come back."
Yeah, no, they left the girl's body at the villa.
Hold on. So did she? So how did they? Hold on. So they just left her in the room like just like Weekend at Bernie's.
Hmm.
Oh,
It changes. It puts everything into perspective where we feel like there was
man,
malicious. I really feel like this girl, I don't know, we know that they can tell like a time frame of things.
mm-hmm.
What if low key like if this girl did sustain, like she clearly succumbed to these injuries, right? What
Hmm.
if she, like you said, what if she was in there that whole vacation?
That's what I'm saying. I
Like,
thought that, but I thought her she called the but they said they called her parents 24 hours later and said that she passed, right?
no, they called the parents saying that
She had alcohol poisoning
yeah,
and
they
she
thought
wasn't
she had
responsive.
alcohol poisoning. And the mom said the last time she talked to her was like, I believe that day. And she said that she was getting ready to go to dinner. So I wanna like take you through,
She was going to go to dinner in Mexico or
yeah,
wherever
go
they.
to dinner with her friends in Mexico.
So this is timeline is weird because that happened in the daylight.
That's what I'm saying. So probably by the time they got there. So also remember, this is taking place in October. This is the end of October. We're at the end, almost end of November.
Hmm.
Daylight savings hasn't happened yet. So
Hmm.
depending on, and not saying that
Oh, I see what you're saying. It could be 6 o'clock, but 6, 7 o'clock can still be daylight out.
yeah. So depending on, like, okay, the time span, or where her mom, is living, like, depending on, like, let's say they got there at 4, they got to the villa at like 5. That
Right.
I'm
And
getting
then this fight happened the next morning, so it's technically not still 24 hours.
It's still 24 hours, but I was under the impression that the fight happened that day.
Damn. That's some. Ooh.
So that's what I'm saying. So, like, you have people in this room, this girl is fighting, two people are recording. One guy is saying, dang, at least, Quella, like, fight back, hit her back. But y'all recording. Weird. And
You know this is
so,
over a dude, right? You know this is over a dude.
oh, I was it's
I don't have any evidence for this. I have
yeah,
zero evidence.
to me, whatever it is, it's either it's highly likely that I feel like it's dude, money, and status of some sort, because this girl had her own company, braided company. She
It's a
made
dude.
money.
It's a dude, or maybe it's dude. I say 70% dude, 20% money, 10% alternate. All what you said. This
Yeah,
hate, this plain hate. I think those are percentages of a probability of who this what this was about.
yeah. So
And everybody else must have knew about this before they got there.
yeah, so it's weird because even one of her friends, okay, so let's go through the timeline.
Mhm,
All
let's go.
right.
Hmm.
Okay, so they tell the mom that she is super drunk, that she, like, shows signs of alcohol poisoning. I would like to see these phone calls, by the way. Like, they're going to have to pull phone records, and we'll see if those calls were really made, because somebody also mentioned that they went to the concierge to tell the concierge, like, to call a doctor. So the other people, like I said, they called the mom. They're saying she's unresponsive. The other people then leave Mexico a day early and leave her body in Mexico. The friend brings Shanquella's luggage back to her home, D. And she sits over there for days trying to console the family.
What?
Yeah, I think it's the best friend. I'm sorry, and it's a guy.
It's the guy. Okay, I was like, not
It's
the
a
girl
guy.
that
It's a
saw it.
guy. Knowing what he knows, like, there's a fight that's happened. Yeah.
So is
So,
that the guy that did the video live that said he wasn't there?
no, I think so. We'll get to that, because that's the thing. This person, the registrar, the photo that I saw of the people that was checked in, it was 7 people, including Shanquella. And so he said, and he's like, y'all, the and I get people trying to clear their names. I'm not, but also, we also know how that looks.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I should probably get a lawyer, because I know that they're going to come for me, and I have these receipts to prove that XYZ. I didn't get there till the next day. That's what is happening in the live. When he got there the next day, he asked where, like where she was. They were saying that she was sick. What is sick? Sick can be, especially in this climate of COVID, whatever. I could see to a certain degree how maybe someone didn't go into the room because it's like you told me she was sick.
But he was saying
So
like he was consoling her and listening to Summer Walker. That was like weird. Why would I listen? Well, I mean, I guess it's the age thing. I'm like, if I'm dying, I ain't trying to don't put no Summer Walker on when a nigga dying.
listen,
That's
I
just me being old. It's like I'd be like, oh,
I
y'all really want to
mean,
kill me, huh? Y'all gonna put on Summer Walker? Y'all really want to kill me, huh? Like this is the end.
yeah, I can't believe this. Like the other friend, like took the bag back to the house, was consoling the family, and still saying that she had
So
alcohol
are
poisoning.
they? So hold on. So Dom. So previously when we first started, you said that they just left the body. So did they? So I'm trying to figure out how did it get to the corner? Like what point it was at the corner, and then he's dropping off the bag. Like what point is it there where they're saying like, hey, she is dead, but then you said he left the body at the villa.
I what I read on the Jasmine brand, they said the body was left at the villa. So I don't know what that timeline. They have to. For people, this sounds really crazy, but these are things that we probably should research and know. So let's say somebody dies.
Yep.
They declare them the ambulance. They declare them that they have to kind of release
The body to the
the
family.
body. They have to do a release. Until that happens, like the body has to stay put.
Right. But
Yeah.
it's at the corner then, or somewhere where bodies are.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's what happened. So they couldn't resuscitate her, so then the people left and didn't wait
That's a real gray
for.
area. I'm not going. That's a real gray. If they left her body here, it's like fuck her. We out. That's a gray area. So like okay,
It's a
I'm
great area. This is, and this, like
most
I
of this
said,
is a fucking gray area case.
it's it's just really okay. You left early. Now you're at the mom's house. Now you're saying that, oh yeah, she had the alcohol poisoning. Now an official autopsy. Now the coroner has the body. The report comes back that she indeed did not have alcohol poisoning, and that she suffered from a broken neck. Um, Also, she had bruised ribs. We also talked about the crack in the her spine,
Mm-hmm.
and the other marks that were on her body. And what's crazy is they are trying to say that there was no foul play.
So that's what the Mexican government was saying, right?
Yes.
That's the interesting part to me there, because
That's
Mexico's good for trying to lock up somebody, especially if you're a foreigner.
why. How what so what are y'all saying? Because y'all found her, y'all clearly went to her bedroom, and that's where she was. So it's not like she was at the bottom of a staircase or something. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? What do you mean that there's no foul play?
That's the thing is that
And when I was talking to my coworker that is, Mexican, they were both like, unfortunately, like it's Mexico. And they kept saying that like it's Mexico.
shit like
And
that can go down.
yeah, and like they do, like certain things just are not taken, as seriously or into account, and especially because she's American
And she's black.
and she black. Now we didn't get that far, but I wanted to poke that bear a little bit. But that's how I feel. Like not only is she American, she's a black American. And we also know, so for me, I'm like, there's so many layers added to this. And
Mm.
how were you guys able to really kind of, you just was like, fuck it, we going home. It's nothing, like you said, it's nothing else that we can do. Like it's so fucked up. And like you said, $6,000 later, and it's now been several weeks, and
Because that
again,
happened Halloween weekend, right?
yeah, Halloween weekend, October 28th. And like I said, like I just don't understand. Like, and we
Now I
talked
am
about the
going to play
video.
devil's advocate here on this timeline.
Okay, be devil's advocate. Wouldn't be an Aquarius show without us playing that role.
I, well, I won't say devil's advocate. I'm going to adjudicate that they only get involuntary manslaughter for this.
Mm,
People think it's going to be a straight murder. No, you're not going to be able to get that just from a videotape of somebody getting beat up.
yeah,
It's going to be even in real talk. If and people never notice, but if they would have just said something about this at the beginning and just went through it, they wouldn't have got charged at all.
probably. Yeah,
It just makes it you. I got to charge you with some now. This is like
yeah,
y'all ran
because the
away from
stories.
it. Y'all didn't even confront the situation. It makes you
Yeah,
look suspicious. I got to charge you at least involuntary manslaughter.
yeah, because it doesn't even and even your story and your alibi, like it doesn't add up with what
Mm-hmm.
is happening.
And
Like
and
what?
I can see the dumbest of shit happening, like the fucking comedy of error. I know some people think like, oh, they brought her in and whooped her ass and killed her. I'm a little bit more cynical than that. I think they really did have this fight. Something else happened later on where she really got sick or something, and they maybe tried to fight or something, and really did get hurt. But then they made it worse by trying to cover up something.
Yeah,
So that's why you get the cracked neck, you get the broken back. I mean the broken spine because they trying to drag the body or do some dumbass shit like trying to cover up whatever they did do. That
yeah,
it made it worse.
yeah. I'm like, because the interesting thing is that it just, because for like they said, like the bruising like on her, like also eyes being puffy, face swollen, lips split,
Dragging the
knot
body,
on her head.
dragging the body, Dom.
Yeah,
They sitting up here trying to drag the body and try to do
yeah.
something, and like outside on some, oh shit, we
and
got to
and,
figure out
and
what to do
I'm
with this body.
surprised that that body wasn't, I mean, I wasn't tested for like fingerprints, because
That's what
like,
I'm saying. But it's
no,
it's
no,
too
no,
it's
no,
too
no, no, no. That's
contaminated
what I'm saying.
now.
Like, so it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make sense, because in my first mind, I'm like, okay, so this is happening. This person looks like this. Did she fall? Like you said, like there's that possibility, but then we can rule out alcohol, anything, because that the coroner ruled that out. Like, no, that wasn't that.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying it's going to be hard. Technically, it's going to be hard for you. That's what the invalid manslaughter is going to be. Because I was thinking, I was like, man, this is so fucked up because them motherfuckers might not even get prosecuted for real.
Yeah,
Because it's going to be hard for you to say a lot of the evidence is circumstantial. You got that videotape, and you can get me for assault. But to say that this jump, you got to be able to prove in this videotape that those blows made her have a broken neck, a broken back, and all those different things. They're gonna have to come up. Somebody gonna have to snitch, or that second person with that second tape got a longer tape
yeah,
that has more that happened. Now that's where they're gonna be. But that just from that
yeah,
amount, I don't
yeah.
see somebody being able to really get somebody on that.
Yeah, I mean, and also, like I said, it
And which
depends
is
on what.
fucked up. And like, look, I know people are like, "Oh man, look, I'm telling you how these legal cases go." Like,
Oh no,
one of my best
absolutely.
friends is
But
a
also, it's
criminal
also
lawyer.
like they will probably be found guilty, like you said, like it'll probably be something like that. But the family's attorney's job will be to be able to
And
use
then
the
and it's
evidence.
only gonna be one person gonna get the real time. The girls are the only ones who get the time. Everybody else gonna get probation for obstruction of justice and maybe a couple of months.
Or it will be yeah, obstruction of justice, because they are withholding
Yep.
information.
And yeah, and whatever y'all did to cover up this body, you a part of that. So we gonna hit you with
Yeah,
that. Maybe give
you
him six
guilty by
months or a year.
association, but we'll give you a lesser charge, because just like the video with what is it, Ahmaud Aubrey. So the
Mm-hmm.
guy who recorded it got time too. Remember the guy with the bangs?
Yeah,
He got time because he didn't intervene and break
in
it
the
up
situation,
in
exactly.
that situation. So he got time for that. So, and we've seen that happen. Unfortunately, time and time again. Yes, he should have stopped that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that happened to the situation that happened with the in New York, where the guy, you remember the guy who was selling the loose cigarettes or
Yeah, you talking
whatever?
about Oh man, what's the brother? Big brother, man.
Yeah, and the camera dude got time.
Yeah. Hold on.
And so, it's just an unfortunate situation because, like I said, some of the we don't have all the facts. We're going based off of what the mother said. You
Eric
know,
Garner. It's Eric Garner.
Eric Garner. And so we're going off of what the news is telling us in that conversation with her mother.
Hmm.
But I'm thinking and I'm sitting here like, damn, like even after this happened, that means these niggas, you know,
And people
without
have to get their emotion out of. They some fucked up individuals, but I'm talking about legally what they're gonna be able to do to them is gonna be less than what y'all expect. Is
yeah,
what I'm
oh,
saying.
absolutely. And unfortunately, this is a black body we're talking about, so we know
And
how
I ain't
the
even bring that
system,
part up. I was just
the
saying.
system is unfortunately to us. But I was also gonna say probably with if the person that went live, the friend that went live that arrived later, can prove that he will
Well, explain
like.
that because you explain that. Explain that.
So there was a friend, one of the guys. There was three guys, three girls, and Shanquella. So, like you said, was this a couple trip? And she was just there, or were they friends? So we don't. Well, we don't. Okay, so we don't know the info on that. But recently, the one of the third guy went live saying that he arrived a day later. So they
And it's
arrived the
his
day.
birthday too, people. It's supposed
Yes,
to be his birthday.
and he, asked where she was. They said that she was sick. That's what I'm saying. He's saying it like he never saw her. That's what it does.
But
It
no,
that
but he said he was rubbing her playing Summer Walker. Remember on
maybe he
that.
thought she was sleeping. She was dead.
So it was some Weekend at Bernie shit.
Because if this happened within like a 24-hour period, I mean, technically his arrival still falls under that. She's in the room. Maybe she's just not feeling well, like it's like internal bleeding or what, that's happening. She's not understanding what's happening. But to me, that pain, that level of pain and how they found her, the trauma to her body, you would think that, or you would hope that she would say even to him, if this is the interaction, I think I'm dying, can you please call 911?
Mm-hmm.
So what really happened, and I have to go back and review that video again. I didn't hear the Summer Walker part, the rubbing her feet.
Mm-hmm. He said,
What was
"Yeah, I
her
was rubbing her
interaction
and was
with
listening to
her?
Summer Walker."
And where she probably was still.
He said she was not. No, they like he was on the line. He said she was not conscious or like anything. But as I said, Weekend at Bernie's.
So yeah, that it doesn't, or he thought she maybe was like in a deep sleep, but
Yeah,
that's
they said, yeah,
really
she got alcohol poisoning or something. So that's what he claimed. They told her. And he was like, "Oh, I went over there, rubbed her or whatever, and was playing some Summer Walker and chilling with her for a little while. And I went on, I left out and went to go do some other stuff."
it doesn't make sense. Even that sounds crazy.
Now, I'm going to also say on the other side, they also set this up before they got there.
I think
Keeping in mind, I'm saying they're not going to get charged like people think. They did set up this fight or this confrontation previously, because I ain't never been on no trail where people got to fighting within 24 hours, unless we brought the beef to wherever we went to.
yeah.
So that
Yeah.
she was already she was telling them, I gotta confront her about Reggie. I
Mhm.
just made up a name. This is not a real person. Don't quote a lot of this on here. Don't quote me on this. This is all conjecture. Next week may be a whole different case. Now, if it's a brother named Reggie, I want props for it. But
Yeah.
Reggie, like, hey, you know what? I'm tired of messing with all my dudes. I'm tired of it, y'all. That's supposed to be my girl. She mess with Reggie and Thomas. I
Mhm.
got, but I mean, it's my birthday. You all gotta be there. Okay, I'm going, but me and her we gotta square up. If I'm gonna go, if we can squash this, I gotta put my hands on her. I mean, yeah, that's cool. When y'all get down there, y'all scrap it out, and then we can have fun on my birthday. All right. I ain't gonna get down there to the day after, but y'all can fight that first day, so I ain't gotta even see it. I'm now being the brother that was on the live. Like if he's
Yeah.
because it's his birthday, so I'm thinking he's trying to keep everybody to still come. And then he's like,
Yeah.
I mean, then he's like, but I mean, who you staying with when you down there though? Brother always flip it to some shit like that. So I mean, I'm just saying, you staying in the room with Chris, or you gonna stay in the room with me? Or you ain't
Right.
decided yet? Okay, all right, we'll figure it out when we get down there anyway. You gonna wear that pink one, that pink bikini though?
Okay, I found the video for other friend. Hold on.
Texas.
Hold on, you want to send it to me so I can put it on the big screen?
Yeah. What is
Send it to me and I put it on the screen.
okay.
Send it to me. Email it to
Okay,
me real
so then
quick.
we can kind of
Yeah, email it to me.
decipher. Okay, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna email it.
Yeah, so I can put it on the
Uh,
screen.
copy link. Sorry, because I'm just like, okay, I want to hear because then we can kind of from there kind of see,
Like what's really going
like
on.
what. Okay, Daryl, come on. Why don't your email ever pop up? Okay, D Fry the author. Here we go. Because it doesn't make sense. I'm like, okay, so you're doing this stuff. You're saying that she's not conscious. Like, what?
Like, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Like, I don't understand that. What does that mean? All right, here we go. Let me put on the big screen. Present. All right. Put this over. All right. Sharing. Tune in on YouTube.
Are
All
you
right.
cutting in and out?
Oh, I am. Hold on.
Okay, we got it. Now you just moved. That's fine. Here we go.
This course is all
Okay, still
acting
cutting in and out.
slow. Should this whatever.
Six to nine. Anyway, I got on my flight to Cabo at 11 o'clock. As y'all seen in the post before this, it take 3 hours to get to Cabo. Meanwhile, all this stuff happened on Friday. I don't know nothing of it. Don't know nothing about it. Don't know why it happened. So I'm thinking I'm gonna turn up. My birthday was the last week, October 22nd. Y'all can see that because I've been on my page. So I'm gonna let me extend my birthday, and I'm gonna go to this trip. Because I got asked to go on the trip in June, but I didn't reply because I didn't know what I was doing for my birthday since the next birthday was the next week after mine. So, where I was at? Oh, yes, I left on Saturday.
Hey, did you see that, Dom?
To Monday.
Yeah, I don't know.
29, 30, 30.
Did you see the little thing where it's, at the end of it where it shows like how like him lying and saying that his flight was different? At the end of that
It
TikTok, it
makes
showed that he was lying. I guess.
yeah. So the video was playing weird on my side. Like you're fine. I could hear him, but by the video, it's like not showing like the clips, all of that stuff. It's not moving.
Oh,
So
you can
I
just
was
hear it.
watching. I could hear it, but then by the time the video ended, it's on my end. It sounded like he was still talking.
Okay. Okay.
So That's why I was like, I'm gonna just play it back really
Okay.
quick.
Yep.
Okay, we're not. Today, this Mars and retrograde shit.
in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, at 10. So, well, what it was 6 to 9. Anyway, I got on my flight to Cabo at 11 o'clock. As y'all seen in the post before this, it take 3 hours to get to Cabo. Meanwhile, all this stuff happened on Friday. I don't know nothing of
I
it.
saw
Don't know nothing
Cabo instead
about
of
it. Don't know
Cabo.
why it happened. Boom. So I'm thinking I'm gonna turn up. My birthday was the last week, October 22nd. Y'all can see that because y'all been on my page. So I'm like, let me extend my birthday, and I'm gonna go to this trip. Cause I got asked to go on the trip in June, but I didn't reply because I didn't know what I was doing for my birthday. Since the next birthday was the next week after mine. So, where I was at? Oh, yes, I left on Saturday. Saturday. The trip was from Friday to Monday, October 28th, 29th, 30th. 31st going home.
So they also show an image of, like you said, like at the end of the TikTok.
Yeah, the basic scene. But I was like, but I'm trying to figure out how they got his itinerary though.
I guess that's what he posted.
I don't know.
Because I'm gonna assume that's what he posted on his page.
And somebody what investigated, looked at the flight number and all that.
Yeah. So I'm not 110% sure, but that's what I was saying. I was like, he's saying he left. So now, unless there's another video that I haven't seen where he's talking about, oh, I went into the room, I did X, Y, Z.
Right,
It's
that's
not
when
the
he said he's doing the Summer Walker thing, like listen, Summer Walker rubbing her and stuff.
Yeah, so I have to. If you find that video, definitely send that my way.
It's a long. That was long. That was like 15 minutes. I found on YouTube.
Well, yeah. Well, we talk.
Yeah.
I ain't watching a 3 hour
No.
documentary, but I mean, 15 minutes isn't, depending on what you're doing, isn't too bad. But it's just the concept of, okay, what really, like we said, what really happened? Because, like you said, if it's something simple, and unfortunately, people don't realize, like, fighting, the trauma, like what happens, especially blows to the head, all of this different stuff. If, let's say that yes, there was another fight, or there's more to that clip than what we saw on the internet. What what's the harm in saying, well, no, this is, like you said, like, okay, no, this happened, or she, whatever the case may be. Nothing is ever worth, to me, somebody being somebody to a pulp where they die.
Mm-hmm.
We're also grown, and after a certain age, and I understand that they are younger than us, but I really believe that, hey, like, this is supposed to be your friend. Like you said, I feel like a lot of things were calculated and they had intent. If the defense is able to prove that, them motherfuckers is going to jail.
Oh no, they're going to jail, but just not for the charges. I think people think they are. Is my
Oh,
point.
absolutely. But if they're able to, I'm telling you, they're gonna subpoena.
It ain't gonna be first degree murder. I tell you that.
I mean, hey, but once you start pulling records and text messages,
I mean, we
depending on what the
yeah,
conversation was
yeah.
before and what's
Yeah.
entered in, if they can prove it, they might be able. And like I said, they this is going to be in front of a jury. This is absolutely, and it is. I get it. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but the defense will likely be able to prove that this was premeditated. Because I feel like, and this, what makes me think that, honestly, is the friends recording. Because that changes it's one thing if we didn't have this footage.
So if we didn't have this footage, they probably wouldn't be getting nobody for nothing.
They probably really, it would be kind of hard. Yes, we know that something happened, but this piece of evidence, it's not just one person, it's two people recording, and you're in the background saying, fight. Probably like defend yourself, like fight. That's the part that gets really strange. Because if this just happened on a whim where it was like, Oh, some words were said, people was high, people are exhausted, and then they just started fighting. Friends would interfere. It wouldn't even probably got that far where they even came to
My thing
blows.
is, why is all the going out while she's naked? Like, yo, like straight up, like
Yeah. But like it, but if that last
y'all
conversation
some
was
straight
that she,
savages. Y'all
but
like
if that last conversation with her mother was, she called me at this time, this is what she told me she was doing. So now it makes sense. Showering, you probably was about to shower or just got out of the shower, and y'all was planning on going to dinner together. Y'all going to, we about to paint the town,
and she's just trying to get dressed.
and she was trying to get dressed. If I'm the defense, the
Oh,
video is a key
you
piece of
know,
evidence.
yeah, because you know what? Ooh,
See?
because I could see her dragging her to the bathroom and something happened, and then that's when everything
Mhm.
sharp and falling against something and all that could have happened. Like, oh, I'm gonna drag. Oh, bitch, you think it's over? And you thought she trying to get in the bathroom. She's naked. Oh, you bitch, you think this over? And fall in the bathroom, and then
It's so many layers of this. The video is the key core piece of evidence. If
yeah.
I'm the defense, how she is in this video, what's happening, the commentary in the background, nobody's intervening, nobody's stopping, breaking it up. To me, I'm spinning this shit like it was premeditated. That's me though.
Oh, so if you're the prosecutor, you mean?
If I am the prosecutor,
Yeah.
that's how I'm spinning that. Like I'm sorry, and I kept saying defense, but if I'm the prosecutor, that's how I'm spinning that case. It's no way. The defense will probably enter information like what you were saying earlier. It just happened, but it's too much evidence leaning toward the prosecution. They can spin that real quick, and like I told you, they're gonna
Go through
pull.
text messages. They
They're
finna go
gonna
through
go through text
Facebook
messages.
messages.
What was the conversation before? Like you said, how did this video get out? I told you, I feel like this was probably already out there. This was probably on
But this
somebody's,
this the only thing that if I
because
was
I'm not
defense,
releasing this. This is incriminating. The video is too incriminating to release after the fact. I
right,
wouldn't
right, right. No,
release.
my point is that it had to be a little bit more time in between. That's why if I'm a defense attorney, I'm using that and saying like Rodney put this out because he was trying to be funny at 5 o'clock, not knowing that something else happened at 7 later on at 7 because he left.
Yeah, but then Rodney, the moment that everything happened, Rodney would have wiped or taken it
Too
down.
late. I already put it on TikTok on Instagram. It's too late. They didn't grab it.
Yeah, I mean that depends. That depends on the following, what's happening. Who knows
Or they
who.
could have put it in a text group or a WhatsApp
That's
group
what I was saying. To me, it was either
because she was naked. You know what? It was
she
it
was.
was a private group. This was sent to.
That's what I was telling you. I was
Yeah,
like, it wasn't, but like to the naked eye, you really couldn't tell.
but I would know she was naked and wouldn't want to put. But shit, these are savages. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, at this point, there's no telling what these people will do. So for me, like you said, this was shared in some private group with another group of friends that this girl was not, like in that text thread, that text group, and that's how that got. Because, like I said, I'm not this information for this to be out there is too incriminating. It looks very calculated. It looks, and that's just the reality.
Yeah, it's man. This this was one. This is a hell of a mystery. This is like a movie. This is like one
It's
of
just
those
like, do
who
you
done
remember
it
the
movies.
case that where the girl came up dead? They found her in an abandoned freezer in
In
part of the
Chicago.
home
In
in
Chicago
Chicago, right?
at the Crown Plaza by the airport. O'Hare
Yeah,
Airport. Yep.
and that whole thing, they just said that she, just was drunk.
But the thing is, the crazy, they literally show her walking into the freezer though, or something like that.
Yeah, but that was the thing. They said that she literally was just drunk, but people were, investigating it. There's a jump cut that happens. There were certain things happen kind of in the background where it was like she was trying
And they
to.
ain't charged nobody for that, did they?
No, they didn't. They weren't able to. They didn't charge anybody.
Yeah, this. Oh man, this one is. It's so because first of all, like I said, y'all, these are savages that are involved in all this situation, pure savages.
Mm,
Um, and I only can speak for the brothers because I only want to speak for the against those two brothers I believe that are in the room. Y'all are some hoe asses.
yeah.
Because number one, why are you in a room where another woman is naked unless she invites you in there being naked? That's different. Hey, I'm down for the rodeo show,
Right.
whatever. But it didn't feel like that. Didn't feel like a situation of she
Yeah.
just was just being naked around people and don't care.
Yeah. I, I, I mean, I
I'm talking about even in my highest level of savagery, I never got that savage. That's Lord of the Flies savagery that I saw on that tape.
yeah.
Like that's, I mean, that might be too old for something. No, all y'all should have read that in school, man. Stop it. Y'all should have read Lord of the Flies. But that's how it felt. That's the energy it felt like with
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
situation. And dudes, you got to protect women even from other women.
Yep.
Don't.
Yep.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We always broke up. We may if it was a fair one, we'd let people kind of scrap. Even if it was two women, two men. Like, yo, hold on, man. Y'all, it's getting a little bit too bad. Yo, Brenda, get up off her. You know what I'm saying? You already three times bigger than her. Get up off her, you know. And
Right.
maybe we might laugh about like, yo, she beat her up, but everybody went home and it was fine.
Yeah. It's just really it puts so many things into perspective. And actually, I have a great quote from regarding this, because the conversation now is, oh, your friends, keep your friends close to your enemy, like your enemies closer, things like that. You can't take. So there are people that are like
They're
having
savages.
yeah.
It
I'm
don't
like,
matter.
no, this isn't that. And so
Dom, they are savages. Savages do savagery regardless of who the fuck they are and where they are. That
this
little
is
girl did not know it was gonna go down like that.
so here's the quote.
You can't stop savagery.
Pick better friends doesn't apply here. Pick better friends applies to somebody flirting with your partner, or stealing your flat iron, or borrowing your car and not putting gas in it. Putting gas in it, making a group chat about you without you. Nobody goes on vacation and expects to be beat to death. This isn't a discernment issue. The lesson here is that some sociopaths run in packs. That's it.
Yes.
It's that simple.
Yeah. They're savages, man. Didn't
Yeah.
have y'all ever read the book Lord of the Flies? It ain't shit that Piggy could do. They was just gonna bum rush his big ass in the book. That's it.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't read.
Oh shit! You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, then,
I
Dom.
know. I've
That's why you was
heard.
sitting over there like, hold up, I was
No,
supposed
no,
to
no,
read
no, no,
that.
no, no. I've heard excerpts and bits and pieces. I know
You
the
understand the concept of it.
yeah.
That's fine.
I know the overview. Like I know the cliff notes enough to
Gotcha.
know what Lord of the Flies was about.
Okay. Cool.
So there, we didn't
Piggy
have
was
to read.
one of the main kids. They killed him. Threw a little brick. They put a big old threw a rock on his head just cause.
There's some reason why we ended up not reading Lord of the
It's a
Flies.
movie too. If y'all want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm like, there was some reason, something happened where we ended up not reading that book. And
Public school system that failed us again.
yeah, so look, well, that was by that time that would have been Parkway.
That's what I'm saying. The public school system failed us
Parkway,
again.
that, because they have all those books of shit that they ban. I think Lord of the Flies is one of the books that's banned.
I wouldn't be surprised, but it's some
Yeah,
sucker
I'm
shit going
like, for
on.
some reason, yeah,
But these kids are these kids. They're savages, man. Like they're plain savages.
yeah.
And that girl did not know it was finna go down like that.
Mm-hmm. It really sucks. It's just like, you know, um, it just really sucks. And like I said, the crazy thing is them leaving her, not checking up, like something bigger happened. And like you said,
Or these
something.
or
No, you.
these niggas is
I
just
feel like it's
drunk.
potentially could be what you said. Like something happened off camera, or it's either on camera. And for
It's the person with the person being filmed behind the other camera is the one that's
yeah,
got it. Like the second camera person's got whatever else is
it
left.
has more footage.
Yes.
Absolutely, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
But also, I can see it being some dumbass comedy of errors because they dumbass niggas, where
Yeah,
they just something happened. They got into a fight, let her go off on her own, and something happened to her, and then they like, oh shit, you did fight her, and she left, and then they try to cover it up and do dumbass shit.
yeah.
We've seen this happen millions of times.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they also are savages. So I'm going with
Yeah.
savages for 100 Regis.
Yeah. No, it's just really fucked up. It's really messed up.
Like savagery, man.
It's
And
just really sad. I hope her family gets
yeah,
closure and starts to heal. Um, because it's just really fucked up. It's just so sad.
it really pissed me off seeing
Yeah.
that shit, man. It really pissed me off because it was just pure on savagery.
It really is. It's
Just savagery. And these are grown ass people. I like some kids that's 15, 16, excluding naked, the nudity, excluding that. And
yeah.
you'd be like, all right, somebody parents ain't in point. These are 23, 24-year-old grown kids.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm calling them kids because they could be my kids in theory. Um, even though I'd be a high school kid. Y'all get it, whatever. But my point is that the savagery to have no concern, just like we talked about with the death of Takeoff, and I know more details are coming out, but the way that Jay Prince walked over that boy's body with no concern.
Yeah. No.
Like it's
No.
human decency. Like human decency is number one. Like, yo, like somebody, I don't even have to fucking know you if I knew some shit like that. But like, yo, hey, is homeboy or homegirl okay? Like, because I'm a fucking human being that cares about other fucking human beings, especially
Yeah.
other black human beings.
Yeah. I think the idea, we talk about it all the time, is just us starting to look at each other and look to each other like, okay, what the fuck? Like, when is this? Like, when are we going to? And not saying that this doesn't happen in other communities, because we
But I'm
know
going
it.
to talk about my community.
But that's my focus. It's like I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like you. If I see certain things popping off, like I will never forget. I was at a concert, and I wanted, like, whatever it was, there was something happening, and I knew this girl was like by herself or whatever, and there was like and it was getting heated, and one of the girls with me, we're no longer friends because fuck that bitch. But I was like,
Straight up on the
no,
real,
like,
we
no,
go.
like, this is not happening like that. And she
Oh,
was like,
she was
no,
going to fight the other girl.
no. She just was like, don't get involved in that, and blah blah blah. I was like, no, like you, it was visible, like it was clear that this girl was by herself, and there was like some people kind of coming at her crazy. I'm like, no, like we don't like.
So was it like it was like a mixed company, just like this situation was?
Yeah, I don't think it was mixed company. I think the girl was by herself. Maybe somebody bumped somebody. You know how like things happen, but nobody says it's cute. It's like, so it's escalating from something childish, and I'm like, yo, y'all talking about jumping? What? Like,
So some
no.
girls want to jump on another girl?
Yeah, it was like a girl and a guy, but they were not. They also were not black. This was a black girl that was by herself. So,
Oh no,
we don't do that.
Oh,
We
no.
don't do that.
No. You talking? Whoa, yeah, no.
It was very weird to me, and I was like, that taught me a lot about that person that day.
Exactly, the lack of concern.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's all this is just caring about your fellow man, and we're talking about black people in this sense, but even in general, period, caring about somebody else, period.
Yeah, I went out, and I meant to tweet this last night. Because I had a drink with like acquaintance, like we're friends on social media. We worked at the same company, but last night as we were talking, we realized that we knew each other. We thought we knew each other from the same company, but it was actually through us having mutual friends. So I would see him often. I was like, well, damn, I thought you were still working there, So he's telling me, like certain things that are happening, and So I'm like guiding him through the process and the steps of this is how you should respond. This is what this conversation should look like. Because some people don't know. I feel like to a certain degree, us Aquarius is because we're not as emotional. We're a little more logical, and
Mm-hmm.
we're more solution based. At a certain point, I literally, as I was walking up to my house, and I felt good that I did go and meet him. Like we live around the corner from each other. We had a drink, and he got to unpack it, and I was in the space to receive that. I said, "It is so fucking easy to be a decent human being. It is so fucking easy.
It is so easy to be a nice human, good human being.
It's
It's
so
hard to be an asshole.
because think of the amount of energy that is exerted into that space of you having to be an asshole. Like it's no way. Like it I literally was like, wow, it's so easy to be nice to people. It's so easy.
It's
And
so easy to be nice to
I
people.
hate that society is the way that it is. I really hate it. Because I tell people when we were talking about even the concept of boundaries, hey, there's certain things I don't entertain. That's cool for you. That doesn't work for me over here. I don't even want to hear the conversation about it because it doesn't work for me. It's so much, and I told you this. I told everybody this. I my the so if I've never said this on this podcast, I want everybody to know that peace and happiness is a luxury that we all can afford.
Mm.
We can afford it, but it just requires a lot of work to obtain it. Just like you
Yeah.
work hard to go buy that $4,500 Dior bag or Gucci, whatever we indulge in. I like nice things too. And you save and you put aside depending on what that looks like for you, because I'm wealthy, but it's just not in liquid form yet. So I have to, prep for things like big purchases. But the amount of work that requires is the same amount of work that it requires to
Be
obtain
happy.
your happiness and your peace. And I think it's that simple. I firmly believe that. And what sucks is that there are some people that just like the chaos and they thrive in it. I limit those relationships if we have a relationship at all. When it comes up, I gotta go. I gotta get off the phone. I don't like feeling drained when I talk to people. I am a high, impact person. So I receive energy just like I give it. I like being depleted. Yo, like it takes me days to recover from that. I don't like that. That needs to be a lesson to everybody. What is it that you want? What is it that you want your life to look like? What is and start that journey.
No, that's real.
Because if you have people like this young lady that are in your circle and you're like kind of you feel like you got to watch her back, and to be honest, she probably knew that it was somebody in the group that she was probably finicky with, but she went anyway. She did not trust her best judgment, and I'm not victim like
Yeah,
shaming
but
her.
that's just the fact of what it could be.
That's just we have to listen to our intuition. If it don't feel good, if it don't sound good, it ain't good.
Good. Yep. That's real. That's
Yeah.
real. Well,
So
man, just be a good human, man. And quit
be a
being a
good
fucking
human.
savage.
It is so easy to be a fucking decent human
Yeah.
being.
It's hard to be a savage, man.
It,
You got to
it
go out your way to be a savage. Trust me.
really do. You really do. And I understand conditioning and things that
And as you
happen.
get older, you got a plan to be a savage.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that goes into it. Think about we okay. So Savage, we have the Meg the Stallion version of it, which
Yeah,
is
that's not the
fun.
pack you talking about.
But people that is malicious, like you said, these are terrible human beings. I'm telling you, that shit was planned. That shit was planned. It's gonna come out once they really start to do the deep dive, especially now that the FBI is involved. They
Yeah.
oh baby, it's about to get crazy. And so and we spoke so much about law and politics behind the different cases. We would like to inform you guys that we are going to be reviewing Reasonable Doubt. So we are behind, but we will be recording an episode for each of the episodes that are
Just like we
out,
did for P Valley.
just like we did for P Valley. But it won't start in the middle. We will You will get a fresh take, a fresh look, and I suggest that everybody goes and watch the show. It is very black. We have Michael Ealy. We have the homeboy from Say the Last Dance. That's the only thing I ever seen him in.
Oh, I forgot his name. I used to know. I knew it. I know his
It's not
name.
his name isn't Isaiah, is it?
No,
It's
no,
not Isaiah Thomas.
no. It's not.
Well, whatever. A lot of look, it's very black. It's a great cast.
Sean Patrick Thomas.
Yes, I told you something, Thomas.
You was
But
close.
what's cool about this too is that I like seeing black people in spaces where we got money, we rich, we got nice things. Like we have to normal. I like that we're normalizing like luxury. Now I'm very still confused about the wiggery that's happening with a girl.
Look, I'm only on episode 4, so I can't speak on it.
Season 2 better wigs. And I think Carrie Washington also
She's executive producer.
yeah, so
So is Lara Wilmore is too.
okay.
That helped Insecure get started.
So we are hoping that this gets picked up for a second season. I think it will.
Yeah, it's becoming a
It's
phenomenon.
trending, and so please, that will be
Yeah, tune in
separate.
for that.
Yeah, so that'll probably be
If
separate.
y'all love them P Valley ones, this is gonna be even crazier.
So we're gonna give it to y'all. Y'all love our chemistry. Y'all love our
Mhm.
vibes. So this will be a separate entity from the everyone needs an Aquarius.
Yeah, it's just gonna be those reasonable doubt.
It's just those reviews. Get into it. Be sure that you are sharing it with people. And we're gonna go to town. Anytime I see somebody hashtagging it, I'm gonna engage with them. It's like, yo, we got this amazing podcast where we break down the episodes. We ask questions to each other because it'd be some shit that we don't know. So I want to put
I
that
got
out
a lot
there.
of questions. I'm only episode 4.
Listen, it's good. I can't wait. So now, as you're watching, you need your pen and paper.
Yeah,
to
I
get
have
the
been.
paper.
I've been writing down notes in
Yeah,
my practice
because
book.
wait till you get to episode I think it's 7 or 8. You're gonna be
Oh,
like, what the fuck? Dog. I have this theory about Michael Eatley, and I can't wait to talk about it.
okay. Let's get it.
I
Let's
can't
get
wait
it.
to talk about it. So
That is coming up soon. So Don, where can people hit you up at too, though?
yo, still whiskey sour, libations of conversations, just a great time.
It's in the notes. It's always in the notes.
It's
If you're on
always it's
YouTube,
in
you
the
just click on
notes.
her hyperlink. It says at. It has the at name. You click on it, goes straight to the page.
Yeah, it's straight to my page. St. Angela's candles. We have when this drops, when are you dropping this?
Monday, but the clip will be up tomorrow.
Okay, so I'll in the show notes it'll be information about Black Friday. Also Slide Jewels. Holiday season is coming up, so you get 30 um oh wow, I don't know what happened. So you get 30% off your first
Hey,
purchase.
hey,
Um,
it's like you. If we get into that age where you just forget totally what you was going to go do, and it's just lost.
Cause I'm like, who's texting me from a 310 number that's not saved? So absolutely 30% off using code St. Angeles at checkout. Get some nice gifts. Like they have really bomb like necklaces and bracelets. So I be struggling getting bracelets on by myself. This is how I know I'm at that point where I'm gonna need a consistent partner like in my house, so I could be like, can you put this on? Can you unzip this? Can you zip this
Oh
up?
snap!
Can you
Okay,
put this
yeah,
on?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a tussle.
It's them
I was
small
trying to
things
put a
make you
tennis
realize you
bracelet
need
on, and
somebody
my
at the crib.
mind got me, and I was like, I can't. Hold on. I'm putting it up my chest. Push it. Okay, let me do it. Like, y'all, y'all. It is ghetto out here. It is ghetto. Shit. So that's what I have going on.
Yeah, we
I just been in the
appreciate
lab
you.
being a scientist. I created a room spray. I am about to dabble in making a body scrub. So I'm really trying to hone in on this, and this girl has a class that she's like a master's class that she's going to create regarding getting into like wholesale and all of that stuff. So I'm like, that sounds really dope, especially if it's something local where I can just box it up and take
Hmm.
it, along or whatever. Like I would love to do that. It's a coffee shop actually on the corner that I could walk to. I was gonna take them like a couple counters. I'm like, hey, like I don't know how that goes because they sell different knickknacks and stuff.
Oh, you probably got to get like a distribution deal with them, or maybe they might let you privately. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no. I was gonna say, hey, who could I give this to burn? I would love to be in this shop, and it's a shop next door that's like a vintage shop, too. So I'm gonna just hit the ground running. Like I'm telling
Hey,
you,
bro.
make
Ain't
this
no,
money.
it's 2023. It's here, y'all. So you might as well keep
It is.
hustling like it's 2023 already.
Yeah, it is. I just that's what I'm doing, and I wanted land an agent by the end of quarter four, but at you know at max end of quarter one of next year. So I've been, working on that. I need to get in the gym. Like I told you, I need a facelift. Like take this back a little bit. I just need my
Please don't show
skin.
up with that, because I don't know how I'm supposed to sit here and just let you ride with a facelift.
Oh, it wouldn't. I just need the fat sucked out my chin. My homegirl went to Tijuana and got it done. I just need that to, yeah, man.
I don't, because then people gonna be like, "Hey, man, is Dom? Did Dom get some work?" I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm pro plastic surgery. Like I'm pro fillers. Like I like how my face looks, so I don't want to alter my face. I don't want to change its appearance, and y'all can call it cocky, but I like my face. I have smile lines, like smile lines, and so what happens is sometimes when I wear makeup, they fall between those cracks, and I take collagen and I do all this stuff. I be drinking my water. I be sucking my dick and swallowing. So I just protein. It's so funny because you wasn't expecting
No,
it.
no, not at all. Not at all.
Y'all, I just be joking. I just love being so silly.
Hey, it's you, man.
I
You got
told
the DMs popping now. The DMs is
yo,
popping.
yo, I told Patrick or damn internet, you scary. I said, see, Patrick, see, here we go. Pussy, this is mine. I'm taking it back, you stupid. He was like, wait, I was close. I said, y'all,
Oh
I just
man.
want y'all to know a lot of the shit that I just say for entertainment purposes. I'm really a
Hey,
prude in
look.
real
Hey,
life.
look, brothers. Flood the inbox. You've already got the bat signal.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
You got
god.
the bat signal. Flood the inbox.
Oh
Flood
my
the inbox.
god. Oh my
Flood the inbox.
god. So
Flood the
yeah,
inbox.
I
But
um I just wanted to let y'all know, like just being silly. But yeah, that's what I have going on. Just, positivity, just trying to be a light in somebody's life. That's what we about. This
yeah,
us Aquarius is every time we get stopped by a gypsy that wants to give us our psychic reading. You have a light.
of
Me and
course.
you got lights, man. We got lights.
Well, we will be back soon with our reviews of Reasonable Doubt, and we appreciate it. And just quit being a savage. Everybody quit being a savage. Just be a good human being.
Yes.